right, a lovely, frigid winter January Thursday evening. We're going to recap the first afternoon trivia rounds of 2025. We built this up pretty big coming into this afternoon with the announcement today, with the streaks on the line, with what the board would look like, how many people would be there, what kind of a showing we would get, what kind of energy we would have for afternoon trivia to kick off 2025. It was just really nice to see people there this afternoon. All right, so we kicked things off. The first round, the first afternoon trivia round of 2025 was with a lot of talk about NFL right before trivia began. There was a little delay as well, which caused some issues, Big Daddy. But there was a lot of NFL talk going on, and I had a different, on my set list, a different topic than this, but I was watching the field and the discussion about the National Football League. Had to keep it with a current thing, January related, and we went with current National Football League quarterbacks. And in this round, John, continuing his streak of unanswered points, he had a streak of 17 going into this round. He was up 2-0, and then Duck Meat comes in, snaps the streak, so that streak was over. But John was able to pull out the victory in the first game and extend his consecutive afternoon trivia victories to 9. All right. He knows his current National Football League quarterbacks. Right after that, we went with the topic that I had as my number one, as my leadoff, but it slid down to number 2, and this one was 1996 film titles trivia. There was no Happy Gilmore in this. All right, so this one went to John again for his 10th straight afternoon trivia victory. This was a clean sweep, not a perfecto, because he missed one question. So, but back to back, his 10th in a row. We then went to National Football League team nicknames. This is the first time we've ever done this in afternoon trivia. So a debut genre. Had the NFL here, and then went with NFL again. This is rapid fire. This is what the snow was saying today. Rapid fire. This is a rapid fire type of genre. And in a rare trivia appearance for this one, it was Bolts 224, knowing his team nicknames and knowing Duck how to speed type. In an impressive victory, I owe him a game ball. He hasn't had a afternoon trivia win in a while, so I'll get that game ball. I'll pump it up for tonight, and I'll pitch it out. All right. This snapped John's 10-game winning streak in afternoon trivia dating back to December 19th, 2024. Very fitting there. Okay. We then went with, in round 4, went to music and did 1982 song titles trivia. I think this was the one with the Weather Girls, and then JG started talking about, JG was money in this today in afternoon trivia. He didn't get any points, but he was really had some good discussion, fostering good community building. JG talking about songs with September Ends or something, and then said Rod Stewart is opening for Billy Joel at Yankee Stadium soon. So a lot of good information talking about music lines and ideas that have been shared throughout the years, but Weather Girls' Raining Men was I think it was the clincher. No, that would be I'm So Excited by the Pointer Sisters. We had a 4-4 tie between the winners of the last two. It was 4-4. I think someone else had a point, maybe two other people had 1 point. And it was John pulling it out on the Pointer Sisters song. So John with his third victory of the afternoon. Very good win. It's a very competitive game, so we just went ahead and did another song titles trivia. This one 1983. This one with I think this is the one with PYT, Pretty Young Thing right here. But 1983 song titles trivia. Nothing by the Pretenders, but it was John again, going back to back. Very impressive. Winning the music. He's been studying his Billboard encyclopedia apparently over the Christmas break. So very good job to kind of study up on things that maybe you don't do that well with normally in trivia. You really got to attack all these genres. You got to be ready. You got to be knowledgeable. You got to really, get that brain going. And definitely do some power walking like Duck does. So this one, just going back to this one here. This one was going really fast. Duck Meat, who had a big moment in snapping the consecutive point streak, was asking if this one was level 1 trivia or something. So he thought it was a little bit too elementary, this one here. But anyway, it was Bolts 1 and Duck had 0 points. So not too good for an elementary around Duck. All right, next one was U.S. President's first names. Another rapid fire one. Okay, so we went rapid fire with U.S. President's first names, and for the second time today, it was Bolts 224 with a win. This time it was a sweep. It wasn't just a sweep though. It was like Catfish Hunter, like Mike Witt, like Tom Browning, like Dallas Braden, even the great Sandy Koufax, one of his favorite players. A perfecto. So a perfect game. Maybe his first career perfect game in afternoon trivia. Congratulations. The balloons went out though. I forgot the game ball here, but balloons were pumped with helium, ready to go, and there was a big celebration. Following this perfect game, since it was U.S. President's first names trivia, since today is a national day of mourning for the loss of James Earl Carter, we had a moment of silence in the trivia room. And it was very respectful. Everybody was quiet, and we called the moment of silence. And that was another thing that JG was talking about, something about Trump and Obama, laughing. I gotta look that up. So JG was really talking with a lot of different subjects today, really keeping us engaged throughout afternoon trivia. We went with round 7. Probably the magic number, it seems, in afternoon trivia is 7. It seems like we get, most of it might be 6, most of it more. December 19th, it was 8 or 9, I think. Yeah, it was 9. But this one was 7. We went with chain restaurants trivia, and for the 5th time today, it was John winning this game. Fairly close game, I think. To close out the first outing of afternoon trivia 2025. And we'll reference this later, but we'll talk about the chatters present. You ready for this? All right, so we'll talk about that here. Now, hopefully you can see that chatters present today. Started off with maybe 6 or 7 in there, including myself. And I should start including myself as a chatter present. I never do that because I could get a trivia win. So I count really as a contestant as well as a host. What do you think? We had Big Daddy in here. Big Daddy with He was funny today. If you were there, you kind of had to be there. Big Daddy was definitely on the mark today. I thought he was going to lose a flag at one point. He didn't throw a flag. That was kind of curious. Not like himself. We had Bolts 224 with a pair of victories, so 2 wins. Put a check if you had at least 1 point. This trio here, DNR, DPCX, and FeelMy, just non-existent, just there. Okay. John with 5 wins. Another great performance in afternoon trivia. The Cobra, very quiet today. Shock, very quiet. Did not follow through on the DJ. So, Free Jackballs was the DJ, did a good job picking Paul Davis. Duck Spank. Looked like he was going to have a good showing early. Got some points, snapped the consecutive point streak, and then he just sort of tailed off, complained about the games being too easy while he got a duck egg in those games, and he was a little disappointing effort by Duck Meat. In the afternoon trivia announcement video, you might remember General Peters saying, Will the Bear Scott himself come out of hibernation today? He did. It was Bear Scott. He was there. Not only was he there, he got a point, maybe 2 points. Bear Scott, good job. Way to come in today. Way to participate. Hopefully a sign of things to come. T-Burr, an unsung hero. So T-Burr came in. Did T-Burr get a point? I think T-Burr got a point in this game. Do you guys remember? I think T-Burr got a point, but T-Burr, during the breaks, was running these weird questions with like emoticon. Guess what does this mean? With like pictures of waves and then animals, like a flood and animals and a boat, and it was Noah's Ark, and he had all these other like name this movie. It was a picture of 3 male faces and then like a baby, 3 men and a baby. She is a genius. T-Burr, way to come in and participate and get us thinking. We had JG53 AOL was on his game today. Thank you, JG53 AOL, for all the information about music and for getting a point. I think one of the music ones JG got, but good job, JG53. Hell of a job. Let's go Ospreys. Mr. Boo, my guy, Mr. Boo, with a special invite. He happened to be on. Mr. Boo, kind of a new person who does like to play trivia. I think I met him in maybe like the Jaguar table or something. I forget where, but Mr. Boo, he enjoys trivia. Great to see him come in. And I think participated a little, but didn't get a point. But good job. Swiftology and a new person, Robert Runyon. Bobby Boy came in. Bobby Boy, in and out. Thanks for coming in. Just you got to mention on the Frank Addington channel. It was worth it. You slacker, JG. I put JG twice. I think his contributions today were worth putting him twice. So, and then we had 2 at the end, similar to these 3 that came in at the very end. Free Jackballs. At least he participated with picking doing the DJ thing, picking Peter's music. But Becky was in and out. Kind of disappointing that she just bounced in and out. Tough break. All right, so this is a very, very good lineup of chatters. KB, what happened? Teddy Ballgame. Where were you? A Boulay? Andy 8010. A little disappointing, you guys. Not the best way. A little lazy. Not the best way to start off the year. I expect a little more from you. Darth, you too. I haven't seen Darth in a while. I feel like I'm missing somebody else. Not EMG. EMG. Where were you? Okay. JHL, where were you? I know you don't like participate much, but kind of had high hopes. All right, so that was it. And now we'll do a quick recap of the features. Features, so last night's feature presentation, one of the must-watches for the season, January season of movie watching, Snow Beast, 1977, Bose Vinson, Yvette Mimieux of the Time Machine, 1960, Robert Logan, Clint Walker, Sylvia Sidney of Damien Omen 2, 1978. This also has Richard Jury of Beyond and Back, 1978, Brett Palmer of In Your Wildest Dreams, 1991. Okay. And some others. All right. Michael J. London as the Snow Beast. Tonight's feature presentation picked in the One for All the Marbles. So Free Jack did get One for All the Marbles and picked Assignment Venezuela, 1956, was starring and directed by Tobin. Forget his first name. It's not Vince Tobin, the former Bears head coach, Bear Scott. All right, so but it's Tobin. This is a really good. Clock's in at 24 minutes, I believe. MST3K short, really funny commentary during it. This is really good. It's a little, well, I guess sort of documentary, docudrama kind of thing. Assignment Venezuela, 1956. Good, very good pick. Something to kind of get away from all the snowy, cold stuff, finally. All right, John won the last round. He won the big cash prizes. All right, so John wins the final round, Chain Restaurants Trivia. He wins the big cash prizes selection, first one of 2025. What would it be if we had the following? A, arepa con salsa Venezuela. Okay, all right. Would we have a little theme here? Would he pick A for tonight's feature? Seemed fitting. B, Waffle House Texas cheesesteak. C, pupusas from a little joint down the road. Or D, the $6.99 BLT from Subway. All right, if I had to pick what I prefer, if I had to rank these 1 to 4, 1 being the best preference, and then 4 being the lowest preference, I like all these. I would go with, for right now, this doesn't mean that if I have these next week, the exact same ones, this would be the same ranking. I would say 1 here, pretty much in order. 2 here, 3 pupusas, and then 4. This doesn't mean this would be a throwaway pick. It just means it's probably the least of all of them, but they were all good. Okay. Johnny was not going with a chain sub there. He was not going with any Latino food. He picked the Waffle House Texas cheesesteak. It's been a while, and could have been that he was on the heels of the final question in Chain Restaurants Trivia was blank house. Found in 1955. It was Waffle House, the final question today in afternoon trivia, and he did pick this, so it's a good choice. I like it. Good atmosphere, good place to film, fairly good price, so good pick, John. Great job today in afternoon trivia. 5 victories. Nice to see Bolts in as well, getting 2 victories, and nice to see everybody else participating in the first afternoon trivia rounds of 2025. We got a big game tonight. Penn State. Is that right? Penn State and Ohio State. Are they playing tonight? I think they are. Yeah, I think they're playing tonight. It's a big game tonight. Thursday night football. John, if that's correct, and you won 5 games in afternoon trivia, and your team plays tonight, it's over. They're winning. Saturday game, what's the first game? Chargers at Texans. Look who won. Think that's going to make any impact? winning 2 games in afternoon trivia. I mean, it's not even a jinx at this point. It's over. Ohio State's winning. Chargers are winning. Duck did get a couple points, so you might have the Steelers have a chance because of that. So, great job. Okay. So, great participation today in afternoon trivia. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll have a premiere video of Peter's wild card games picks. I'll give you all 6 picks for the wild card games coming up Saturday, Sunday, and the one on Monday. Don't miss it on the Frank Addington channel, and I'll see you then. And remember, you gotta stay above that duck line, guys. All right, peace out.